How's it going, viewers? Mr. Incredi-Brony's back, and he's rolling with the punches, baby. Welcome to a ranking tier list. It's going to be on Star Wars movies plus TV shows. I just wanted to do this because I had nothing really special to do today, and it's May the 4th, so, you know, May the 4th be with you. You know how it goes, all that jazz. Now, let me just get my history with Star Wars, first of all. Cue the music. Before we get into the tier list, let me just actually give my history on Star Wars overall, because you want to know my opinion of it. Now, to those who love Star Wars, that's good. To those who don't like Star Wars, that's fine. I really don't mind what your opinion is on Star Wars. Me, personally, I have a mixed bag. I'm not in love with the franchise, and I wouldn't consider myself a part of the fandom. But I do like the concept of it, like cool battles in space, the character design, the weird alien creatures, the sound effects, the robotic outfits that characters like Boba Fett and Darth Vader wear. I just like a lot of things about the whole concept, but at the same time, it just feels like when you rewatch the trilogies, they just feel inconsistent, and sometimes they don't hold up as well, in my personal opinion. I still like the franchise for what it is and what it set out to be, of course, and it created some of the greatest parodies like Spaceballs. I love that movie. And it also, if it wasn't for Star Wars, we wouldn't have that iconic moment in Toy Story 2 when, this happens. I'll never give in. You killed my father. No, Buzz. I am your father. No! It's not true! And FYI, I'm more of a Star Trek fan because John Delancey. That's what I'm saying. John Delancey. And, you know, voice of Discord from My Little Pony. I'm just saying. But either way, let's get into the ranking. It's going to be on movies and TV shows. So, let's get into it. Starting off, we have the one that started it all, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. I think for the one that started it all, I think it's honestly fine. I think it's actually a good film. I would say, it's good. It establishes the characters, who the threat is, how the lightsabers work, and what it's like to be a Jedi, joining the dark side and all that jazz. It's nice. I like the spaceship battles a lot. They are really cool. And, yeah, a lot of the characters are fine. You know, you got your Han Solo, you got your Princess Leia, you got your Luke Skywalker, you got Boba Fett and R2-D2. You know, it's fun. I would say it's a fun film. Do I love it? No. Do I have anything wrong with it? Not really. It's just fine, really. I think it's fine overall for a film to start it all. So yeah, Star Wars Episode 4, I'll give it a solid B tier for what it is. And again, this is my opinion, so please don't come after me, viewers. This is my opinion. Okay, then we have Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. This was a huge improvement over the previous one, in my opinion. I actually love this one. This is actually the first one I actually love. I'm putting this S tier. I love Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. This one actually showed me how insane Darth Vader really is as a villain overall, and I actually like the lightsaber battles a lot more in this one to the previous one. And overall, I feel like the way they do Obi-Wan Kenobi's ghost is really genius. I like that part a lot. So yeah, and I felt like there was more stakes as well, and it was more intense, and I really like that. However, Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, which is supposed to be an emotional one, I feel like it's good at the ending, but the first, 2 acts are not the most strongest, really. I don't know. And I wasn't a big fan of the character, the one that goes, oh, hold on, Han, this might be the right galaxy after all. I forget his name, is it Yandarin? Orlando? Something like that, I don't know. This film also has Jabba the Hutt, and, yeah, I'm not really a fan. It's fine. Again, just like New Hope, it's fine. So I'll put it in the B tier with A New Hope, but I do prefer A New Hope. So I'd say, Return of the Jedi is low B tier. Okay, then we have the prequel trilogy, starting off with Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. This one actually is also pretty good. I think this one actually it actually explains the origin to Anakin Skywalker really, really well. And I also really like the battles as well. I also love Darth Maul as well as a villain. I don't know. I just really like it. It's really good. Honestly, I would say this is a solid B tier as well as A New Hope. I think it's better than Return of the Jedi, but it's not better than A New Hope, honestly. However, then we have Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Is there anything else to say? D tier. It sucks. I think it's honestly one of the worst ones of the whole movie, honestly. It is easily the weakest of the trilogy, and it's just boring. However, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Revenge of the Sith, this is a bit of a hot take. I actually really love this one. Yeah, I think this and Empire Strikes Back are the only 2 Star Wars films that I actually love. Yes, that's my opinion. I just said it. Star Wars Episode 3 and 5 are the only ones that I love. Again, I haven't watched these films in a long time, so I don't know my full definitive opinion, but from what I remember and what I've enjoyed about it, those 2 are my favorites. And for that reason, I have to put Revenge of the Sith and Empire Strikes Back in the S tier. The question is, though, which one do I prefer? I was going to say Revenge of the Sith because I love how it actually connects to episode 4, but I decided I prefer episode 5 because of one reason. It has the iconic scene with Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. The reason why I love that more is because that happens in Toy Story 2, my favorite Pixar sequel, and because of that, I have to give the edge to Empire Strikes Back. But I still love Revenge of the Sith just as much, so that's why I get S tier as well. Again, please don't hate me. This is my opinion. Okay, then we have episode 7, the start of the sequel trilogy, The Force Awakens. Honestly, I don't see the hatred for this one. Yes, I understand it's technically A New Hope, but I really like the character of Rey and Finn. Those characters are actually really well written. I love how a Stormtrooper actually took off his mask finally. Instead of having a randomly like TK421, it actually was a real name. And the new villain of Kylo Ren was actually kind of cool. I was interested in his whole story, and I really did care for the characters. And I was shocked when I saw Poe pass away, but luckily I didn't watch the trailer because I wasn't interested, so I didn't watch the trailer, so I wasn't spoiled that Poe, of course, was still alive. So I'm glad I got surprised by that. So I like that. And BB-8 is adorable. I love BB-8. So yeah, this one honestly is like A New Hope, I know, but honestly, I do find it more tolerable because now that I'm aware of the franchise overall, I do find this one a bit more enjoyable personally. I don't know. It's also funnier, and it's great to see Han Solo. Again, Harrison Ford really knows how to act. And for that reason, I'm putting The Force Awakens in A tier. Yeah, this is where people are probably going to start unsubscribing to me. But don't worry. Then we have episode 8, The Last Jedi. What a disaster. D tier. Honestly, it's, I don't know if it's worse, or I don't know which one's worse. Episode 2, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, or Last Jedi. I don't know which one's the worst of the worst movie, but considering the fact that the Last Jedi is supposed to be Empire Strikes Back, then it's the worst one. Last Jedi is the worst one. Then we have The Rise of Skywalker, episode 9, the conclusion overall. I'll be honest, it could have been worse, but I am giving it C tier. It could have been worse. Honestly, this could have been worse. But honestly, I didn't hate this as much as I expected to, but it was still disappointing enough. I know J.J. Abrams tried his hardest to do this, but I feel like he just had so much story to put in. It was really hard. And I feel like a lot of the writers and CGI effects were kind of asleep during this film, and I feel like the composer himself was also asleep, because it feels weak, but it wasn't terrible, so I'm giving it a C tier. Okay, then we have Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Wow. This film was so conflicting, but I am going to give it a low B tier. I don't think this film is bad, but I do actually kind of like what it actually does. The only complaint is really that there wasn't enough Darth Vader. That's the problem. Just like with Suicide Squad from 2016, there wasn't enough Jared Leto Joker. Like, where was he in the film? Shouldn't he be the main villain? Okay, then we have Solo, A Star Wars Story. C tier. I don't know. I think the prequel trilogy overall is better. Actually works better as an origin story. I understand who Han Solo is, but I just feel like we know who he is. Why need an origin of him? Anakin makes more sense to make an origin of, you know? And Obi-Wan Kenobi when he's younger. That makes sense. Like, and then we have Star Wars, the Clone Wars series. The first season, C tier. Second season, however, B tier. It does actually improve a lot. I do like the animation a lot more, and the characters are more tolerable. Okay, then we have the Clone Wars Season 3. It was mediocre, C tier. Okay, then we have Star Wars Rebels. Definitely going in D tier. I'm not a fan of this animated series. And then we have the Star Wars animated series involving Rey, BB-8, and Finn, also D tier. Star Wars Forces of Destiny, C tier. Okay, I haven't seen this one. I don't know what this is. Okay, Star Wars Andor. Oh yeah, Andor. Okay, my uncle really likes this dude. This is honestly, I'll give this one a low B tier. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I was excited for this, but I was kind of disappointed, but I didn't despise it, so high C tier. Boba Fett, A tier. I like Boba Fett. I really do. I think Boba Fett is a great character. So having his own series is actually really good. The Mandalorian, however, season 1 is low B tier, and season 2 is high C tier. Season 3 so far has been fine. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm thinking so far it's actually fine. And finally, we have Star Wars Tales of the Jedi. Honestly, this is great. I think this honestly is really good. A tier. So there you go. That's my opinion on all the Star Wars movies and TV shows. What is your favorite movie and TV show? What is the worst in your opinion? I'd love to hear your opinions as well. Again, this is just my opinion. And again, may the 4th be with you. And let me just show off my Star Wars collection, actually, to show you. My uncle got me this because he's a huge fan. So here's the Star Wars original trilogy, episodes 4, 5, and 6 in DVD form. Looks really, really cool. And then we have the prequel trilogy with episodes 1, 2, and 3. Again, I love the design, honestly. It's really nice. And finally, the sequel trilogy. Sadly, I do have this of episodes 7, 8, and 9. Again, it's a great collection overall, but I haven't really watched them. I haven't watched them since I got them. So yeah, and that's been many, many years. So my opinion could change, but so far, this is my opinion on the Star Wars franchise. What is your opinion? And do you actually love Star Wars like most people? Or are you like me, have a mixed opinion overall on the franchise? And let's see if The Mandalorian Season 3 is great. I'm hoping it is, because so far I am interested. But either way, love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. I'm done for today. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. But if you're interested in this video, leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're interested, follow me on Instagram, link down below. And until then, stay positive, keep calm, stay safe, be incredible. And as always, Brony on. Peace.